Ah, ha, 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 ha. Oh, ho, ho. Ah, he, ha. And I thought my jokes were bad. Have you seen my new tweet? I mean, I respect the woman, you know. See, a guy like me, Look, listen, I know why you choose to have your little group therapy sessions in broad daylight. It's the NPCs. Hey, you're afraid. Right. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's I, Jack Sparrow, and if you got through that not as well done intro as I'd done a couple of them before, sorry, but it was the most I could come up with on the fly, and it was pretty funny if I do say so myself. That one was actually inspired by John Talks, by the way, and I do a better Joker than he does, and I'm pretty rusty. Anyway, let's get into this. I'm sure it's been reported plenty about Mark Hamill's awesome tweet. Now, I find this tweet to be supremely ironic, given how terribly he was treated by Kathleen Kennedy and Roundhead Ryan Johnson during his tenure in Star Wars, in the new Disney Star Wars. Let's look at his tweet, shall we? His tweet says, "For centuries, men have had their chance to rule government with middling to poor results. Who's ready to let women take charge completely? Just women." I know I am. Now, I like Mark. He seems like a nice fella. I always liked Luke Skywalker. I thought Han Solo was a little bit more manly, but I always liked Luke. I don't understand why poor Mark is doing this to himself. He was treated by, let's see, so let's look at this. Rule government. Let's replace government with rule production studio. And let's replace men with women. And for years, a woman has had the chance to rule a production studio with middling to poor results. Who's ready to let a man take charge again completely? Just a man. I know I am. Now that would make a little bit more sense considering Kathleen Kennedy, cocked it up. I'm all for women being in charge in politics, CEOs, in the house, in the workplace. It doesn't really matter. But this is an incredibly ignorant thing for him to say. Equality is a little bit bigger of a deal, and this is just straight up sexist and a little stupid. I knew that Mr. Hamill was always, left leaning, and that's okay. I always liked him. I thought he was a good character actor. He was great as the Joker, which is what also kind of, you know. But this isn't really. This is stupid. Why would you say something like this? You have a personal experience with a woman who basically destroyed your professional life. And she was in charge. She was ruling, and she sucks at what she does. Now, not all women suck at what they do. Not all men suck at what they do. But considering his most recent experience with a woman in charge, this is shocking to me. Shocking. And we have some really great responses. He does have a lot of likes. I mean, I'm not on Twitter, so I don't twit, I don't twat, I don't tweet, I don't do any of that crap. I don't really understand this. A lot of retweets, a lot of likes, whatever. But I do like some of the responses. This Roxanne person says, "Another hero bites the dust," with "You either die a hero or you live long enough to see yourself become the villain." Yep, indeedy. Um, you know, they have See, Patrick's got some stuff to say about it. Um, Razor's got some stuff to say about it. Constitutional Capitalist has something to say about it. There's a lot of people that are not all that thrilled by, Mr. Hamill's tweet. I just feel bad for the guy. It's either this is the sort of thing you say when you're completely beaten into submission, or you basically have ceded your manness, and you've been completely indoctrinated by the cult of NPC. Oh my God, he's become one of them completely. What will become the rest of us if Luke Skywalker can fall? All of us can fall. Anyway, very quick video. I've seen a couple videos throughout the day about it, and I just had to weigh in. I don't tweet, so I don't really have a horse in that race, but I think this is a very ignorant and dumb comment, and coming from a really brainwashed mindset. You just got beaten down by a woman in the workplace who is ruling your life, essentially, and that is your response. Yeah. Anyway, hope you all have a good evening. We'll see you later. Remember to keep your eyes on the horizon.
Today's news has been brought to you by Boxing Ales brand cereal.